Good afternoon. I'm so excited to be here this afternoon again with my colleagues. We have a full house today, and I can't just wait to open their face for us to see Chuks' hand and see who is trying to imitate, and to see our princess Dupe. This is Secret 247 on LTV DSTV 256. Today's program is going to be another interesting one because we're going to be looking at security generally for Ember Month. But I'm not going to say that. I'm very sure that Dupe is going to open up the program for us to tell us exactly what we're going to be doing today. But before then, let me let the viewer know that we have Chuks in the house.
Yeah.
Hi, Chuks.
Well, Richard, it's nice to be back on set with you around.
Can we see Chuks' hand, please?
And not with
Chuks?
me, right?
Well, if you're wondering, Richard is talking about my hand. I've been initiated into a particular club now. I'll tell you more about it. You please.
Okay. We also have our baby in the house, Dupe.
Yes, yeah. Good afternoon, viewers.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to be here today. And what we're going to have is going to be different from what we used to talk about. And it's going to be general security tips. We want to be giving you security tips for this Ember period. And also, we're looking at the this issue of governor's convoy that actually led to the death of Professor Festus Iyayi. If you don't know about that case, really, it's indeed a painful one, but we want to see the security implication of this particular act. Then also, we have black spots in Lagos State, in fact, in other states too, but strictly we'll be looking at Lagos State, and those are the places you need to look out for. Black spots are actually potentially dangerous areas you need to look out for. You need to be extremely security and safety aware when you get to those places. Well, we will be going on a short break now, and when we come back, we will set before rolling. It's going to be such a very interesting and educative one. Just stay tuned to your TV set. We'll be right back after the short break.
You're welcome. In case you're just joining us, this is Secure 247 on Lagos State Television and DSTV 256. Like Dupe stated earlier, we're going to be talking about security in Ember Month. We're going to be looking at governor's convoy. We're going to be looking at what again?
Car snatching,
car
we're talking
snatching.
about black
Generally,
spots too.
tips, security tips that's going to help you and your loved ones to live safely.
Safe, yeah.
And what else again? This is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to be opening the line for the...
Yes,
for
we
the-
should. We will be opening up because we know that they have something to say. And, this program is all about being so interactive.
Okay.
We want to get your views as
Okay.
regards this matter. So you just speak one of the topics we're looking at and talk on whichever one you feel is convenient and whichever one you feel is what you have your comment on. So you can just tell us what it is. We said we're going to talk about the governor's convoy, and we're going to be looking at the issue of car snatching because that is another
That's
crime
right.
in which many
Like
criminals are
hijacking.
yes.
Okay. Chuks, I'm going to take it from here. Putting it on the hot spot like I always
Yes.
do.
That's why I'm keeping quiet.
Chuks, what's this thing about governor's convoy being reckless?
Well, unfortunately, those who make the laws are the very ones who break the laws. And of course,
well.
so far, all the governors within the 36 states, and Abuja inclusive, are all guilty of it.
But Lagos State is not guilty of
Well,
it. I've seen my governor driving without siren severally.
when you say-
I've seen my governor waiting for traffic lights in Lagos State here.
well,
So what is happening with
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, with-
The difference between our governor here in Lagos State and the other governors that our governor drives within the metropolis of the states.
Okay.
It's a built-up area from one end of Lagos to another end of
I've
Lagos.
seen him travel to Abeokuta.
Yeah, well, it's still the same thing. Where do you pass? Either you go through
Yeah, but
Ota,
at the same
or you
time,
go down.
but yeah.
Yeah, you see, the truth is that once you have the advanced parties there, you cannot really tell what the advanced parties are doing, except if your vehicle is in front. We look at that. But let me say something right away now. I want to state this on the staple of this of the crew of Security 247. We wish to send out our heartfelt. Will I use the word commiserate with the families of the late Professor Festus Iyai. We want to send this goodwill message down to the family that we want to believe that he's sitting at the bosom of our Lord and that a good Lord will take care of him and, of course, the family. But you see, it's still a signal to the issue of convoy driving. You know, driving at breathtaking speeds, bumper to bumper. Why must this be the case? I assume that on every entourage where the governor is going on, there must be a vehicle from the Federal Road Safety.
That's right.
There must be a police car. And these persons should be able to determine the space or pace or speed in which you are going. Now, the distance between one vehicle and another vehicle must be marked out, that you don't drive too close to this vehicle in front of you to ensure that in event of any vehicle slamming on its brakes, the other one coming behind does not run into it. And that's where the problem is. Tailgating, bumper to bumper.
Now, because though I was not on set last week, I knew that you guys discussed this issue of road safety
on the road.
with an official of Federal
Federal
Safety
Safety.
lady that came here. Is it that, are we saying that the FRSC does not have control over these guys?
Well, you take instructions. The FRC will have its own role to play, but when an instruction comes via the radio, through the radio network, when you're talking, when the message is being passed, either from His Excellency's vehicle or from the chief detail, say, look, the governor has less than 15 minutes to be at the next occasion. For crying out loud, why didn't the governor leave early?
Exactly.
He ought to have left early enough. If he knew he had that, and that's the job of what's it called, the protocol officer, the chief protocol officer to the governor. He is meant to do the job in short term. So that he has an itinerary. He knows what the governor's plans are to be where and when at any point in time. So with it, you walk in with what they call journey management. You know, it takes you so amount of time to get to this place. But no, governors in Nigeria have a habit of coming to functions late.
And keep
then
people
they
waiting.
want
Keep people waiting. So why can't you plan your day properly?
Dupe, we said it. I know we said it even on radio. About the governor, about own state governor, Babatunde Fashola. Why do you think Babatunde Fashola is different from?
Well, let's say first of all that because this is the lawyer, you know, is a SAN, and you discover that SAN always want to work according to laws. They don't want to go above the law. So I guess that's one of the reasons why you see him, you know, trying to be below the law and try as much as possible to remain fit to it. But there's actually this information I read about as regards this issue of governor's convoy, and I want to put it to you, Tricks, because the Federal Road Safety Code, that's the chief executive of Federal Road Safety Code, actually said that they blame the issue on the driver. Now, the question is, it said that at the point, maybe probably 2 years ago, they did a training for all convoy drivers to train them on how to drive the kilometer per hour to speed and all those stuff. But he said that when he was looking through the list, I discovered that Kogi State governor, as in the convoy drivers from Kogi State, weren't in the list, which shows in the list of those that were trained.
Now, what you talk about training now, that's the issue. Let's don't kid ourselves. We're just playing, I mean, using semantics with words here. Now, the truth there is that if you're listening, you're a governor, or you're a PA to a governor, the truth is that your destiny is in your hands.
That's right.
Now, you have these drivers. For crying out loud, they're drivers. They're employed as drivers. What other further training are you going for? I see you're going to talk about advanced training, VIP protection courses, and things like that. Now, there's a law. The question is, should anybody be above the law?
No.
We just mentioned that our governor here in Lagos State. It's not because he's a SAN that he's doing what he says. It's his person.
It's person. That's right.
Let's separate the two things. The SANship is one thing. The next one is his person. It's his person. He's trying to create a niche for himself to stand out from the rest of the crowd. And that's why he's doing what he's doing. Now, but let's take at other governors. Now, the question is, some people just believe I'm a governor, I'm the chief security officer of the state, I'm above the law automatically. I can do what I wish within my state and within other states. We have governors who come into Lagos State and you see, they beat the traffic law, they drive recklessly, they drive one way within another state. But would you do this in your own state? The answer is no.
Okay, we're going to let's move from that that one right now, because if we are going to dwell on that today, we're going to say so much about it. But the truth is that,
but Richard, I want to say something. The amount of blaring of sirens along our road is unimaginable
That's
now.
right.
I want to say and insist and plead, if need be, there must be strict legislation on the use of sirens. There are only a set of persons that can use sirens within the country. His Excellency, I'm talking about the President, the Vice President, the Governor, the Deputy Governor, and no other person again. No other person is allowed to use sirens.
Okay.
Whoever you are, if you're a Chief of Staff in the Navy, Army, Police, you are not entitled to the use of sirens.
Okay, okay. And again, we just want to send, I don't know how to put it, but Kogi State government is becoming notorious for issue of convoy
accident, yes.
No,
It's just one too many.
One too many. And it's not right. It's not sending good signal to people
yes.
out there. It's not right. If once you are an elected officer, you must behave like an elected officer. People are watching, and that's the thing. Like we are on set here, we are an ambassador to a whole lot of people. People are watching our lives, so we are watching the lives of our leaders.
Yeah.
Chooks, I want us to quickly look at some black spots in Lagos. I know that over the week, throughout the week, Dupe and I have been talking about black spot in Lagos, from one radio station to another. And Dupe, you define black spot as what?
Yes, they are actually potentially dangerous areas, not those areas where police operate. Let's say maybe they operate illegally, but we're talking about those areas that you have crime activities taking place, maybe the same kind of crime activity taking place there. So there are those areas. Actually, you have so many areas that you need to look out for, and this is actually a program where would actually give you those areas.
That's right.
Where and as I always say that even if you are 40% conscious before getting to that place. Once you get there, you have to be like 80%. You understand?
100%.
So conscious that, okay, this place is used to, known for maybe it's post snatching or something, then you try as much as possible to what fits into the kind of, situations that are there.
Okay. Chicks.
Yeah,
Black spot to you.
Black spots are notorious areas known for high frequencies of repeated crimes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just trying to redefine what
That's
people
right.
try to say. High frequency of repeated crimes. The same crime is repeated over now and then at that particular notorious spot. That makes it notorious. So these are black spots, not spots that are painted black. So those are black spots.
Quickly, let's start from. Let me start from one or two spots that I know. Ojodubega, the Long Bridge.
That's one.
That's one.
Alakbere.
Alakbere. That's
another.
Bamboo bus stop. So in case you are driving or you are traveling to what's it called? Ibadan Expressway from Lagos.
Or you're coming from back
Or you're
from
coming
work.
from back to work.
Yes.
In case you have a flat tire, you must watch out for people. All those.
Is it even advisable to get down from you? Even if you have a flat tire, what should you do?
No, in fact, all our bridges in Lagos are all black spots.
Yes.
The only bridge that's relatively safe is that of Eco Bridge.
That's right.
Relatively safe because
And
you have
Terminal
high presence.
Bridge.
No, that's a no-go area at night.
That's what they said. But
Yeah.
I used to see some police.
Yeah,
patrol
except
vehicle.
if you, I've had cause to. I had a problem with my radiator some time ago, I think it was 3 months ago.
Okay.
I managed the car, it was almost hitting the red bar.
Wow.
And I drove straight to one of those spots where you have the RRS on the bridge,
Okay.
and they were very, very helpful. You know, they even gave me water.
Wow.
Water that was allocated for them for drinking, bags
Wow.
of pure water, and they gave it to me and said, God, help yourself.
You see that?
I was really applaud.
Okay. Now that's awesome. So we're looking at Bamboo, around Estate bus stop at Owosoki, looking at Baga. So let's.
Then also, Ikotu, that place is actually known for the issue of kidnapping, issue of withdrawals,
That's
killing,
right.
and so much. And so you need to look out for your children. To
we
very
have
important.
Akpombo bus
Yes, I
stop.
just
Yes.
mentioned Akombo. You also have Mile 2.
My two okay.
Yeah, Mile 2. Okay.
Especially
And-
now that they're building those roads
Those
there.
roads.
Now, when we talk of black spots, it's not just only for motorists. It also involves you as a pedestrian.
Pedestrians,
That's right.
Anything
yes.
can happen.
Yes.
But one thing I want to let you know, those who still think old school, Oshodi is very, very much safe.
That's right. Ocean is very safe.
Very, very, very safe.
Then
safe
Boundary
now.
bus stop too. It's safe now, but at the same time, you need to be watchful when you get to Boundary bus
Now,
stop.
yeah, talk about Oshodi. I want to plead to government. We have too much or high concentration of security operatives there. They should take some out. I'm not saying they should pull out all. Oshodi is safe now,
And take them
but
to
take
other-
to other black spots.
Black spots,
Their
yeah.
presence there will help reduce, if not totally eliminate, this issue of black spots in these other areas.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
even there are some areas in Motion that you don't have security personnel there, and they actually painted black spots.
The issue of security personnel is either here or there. Mushin, Alakara area, the inhabitants there, the boys there, they like the clout of that name, that place is notorious. So they do things. You see, it's gone beyond, miscreants, criminals do things.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes some people love that their places are known for such things. So they try to perpetrate some crimes.
It's okay. Again, if for those of us that live in Ikeja here, Agidingbi, along Second Gate, that very traffic light there is very notorious.
At night?
Even during the day.
Even during the
Yeah,
day,
during the
because
day.
there was a time I actually
I
came
am very
across
sure
that.
somebody calling on a radio program. I was telling them somewhere around Iju Fagba Road.
That junction, yeah.
Yes, said people should be aware.
The Pen Cinema by the railway line,
Okay.
you need to be very, very mindful as you slow down. Especially when you see persons, unsolicited persons coming towards you, including Maryland. You have to be very, very careful. If you do not call for the attention of any hawker, now, well, street hawking has been banned.
That's right.
So if you see anybody coming close to you, wind up your glass, pin the doors down, and ensure you don't have any physical contact with such persons.
That's right. And chicks, we be encouraging people not to drive bumper to bumper, but I don't know how
to get it calculated more.
how people will respect that. But the truth is that when you drive bumper to bumper, you get yourself locked up. And in case of any, not just only security breach or anything, it could be fire, it could be anything. There's no way you can get out of that. So we're encouraging people out there to avoid driving bumper to bumper. I don't know, but hey, to me, I would not do that.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, not everybody can be like you. Dubai mentioned something about you being 40% security conscious. The whole idea about security is you evolving the concept of security. I want to state out here for our viewing audience, we have two types of security. You have security as an act and security as an art. Okay. As an act, we're talking about the physical presence of security all over. That's right. Be it from CCTV, watching security programs like this, having police personnel around and everything. But the art is you developing